Hello, John.
Hello. Hello.
Today we're going to talk about one of your lovely paintings that you did about six years ago, was it?
Yes, in 2010. Funny enough, time goes very fast. It doesn't seem that long ago since I did this painting in Connemara. It was in the autumn of that particular year. And this painting, there was a cottage. Not unlike the cottages that were quite common when I was growing up in Ireland and are still to be found in different parts. Indeed, in 2001, or 2010 rather, this was one such cottage that I came across and did a painting of. The man that's in the painting was going towards the turf which he had at the side of the cottage to perhaps bring in and begin to put a fire down, because that would be the kind of heating you would have. He wouldn't have the modern central heating and the all the rest of it, because
And the broadband.
No, he wouldn't have that. And I doubt if he even had a television. He might have a radio. And he was situated with a lake behind him. It looked like it, but it's a lake. And also he would have had a few sheep that's not in the photograph, and a couple of cattle. I think I saw a couple of cows, so he would have perhaps had his own milk. And it was a lovely pastoral scene. And funny enough, it reminds me, as I say, of what I saw when I was young, and also a place I visited many years before in Connemara, where our patriot and teacher, and he was a teacher and an intellectual, Padraig Pearse, had a cottage, which is open to the public and has certain items referring to his life, because he had a cottage down there that he bought, and which he bought, and which he used to go down to keep in touch with this rural life that he espoused and this culture that he espoused so well. The fact that he became involved in and was a signature of the 1916 proclamation, which eventually led to our freedom from Britain, was not in the early part of his career a feature of his work. He wasn't a particular Republican in that sense. He was more an intellectual and a great collector of the folklore and the traditions of Irish people going back centuries. That's the sort of a person he was. So that was a labour of love from the point of view of the history and the culture of that marvellous area, which of course they're speaking the Irish language, Gaelic, in parts still. And marvellous to be able to converse with them, even if one's Irish is not as good as theirs.
Very good. Thank you, John.
Thank you.